Welcome to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. The Black Knights will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Wake Forest's offense will start this game off. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
Hold and finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. The Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
It'll be a draw. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cadets' offense will go to work for the first time. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I am taking a calculated risk if I'm throwing towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful.
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. Touchdown. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. Number 14. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the...
The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls it and fires to the left. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving this quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got him this time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 4 over Boston College. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the offense on second down. The play action fake. Unloads it left. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Got it in the middle. It's Mays. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Got it on the outside. It's Wood. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. He wants to throw here on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Got it in the middle. It's Wood. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll give it to him again. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Finds his target down the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Really good-looking run. And when you play Army, you know these guys offensively, they are always so dialed into their rushing attack. Everybody understands their assignment and responsibility. It doesn't matter if they're running the option. It doesn't matter if they're doing it out of the spread. They know who they need to block. And as a defense, you better limit your mental errors, or you're going to have a hard time slowing this rushing attack down.
After run, now throw. He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking to buy time. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Trying to get behind the defense. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They're trying to get to it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wake.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the wheel route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
And they got him for the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Black Knights. And after the extra point, they're down 4, 17-13.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Demon Deacons will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have a...
And that's a live ball. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
The RPO, it's complete. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great...
A shot toward the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. A first down for the offense. He's going to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. They'll line up for a second down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Steamrolls his way ahead.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. And the Black Knights get it past the sticks. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, they're just going to draw me offside. A lot of times, by the way, it's the defense that kind of relaxed for a second. You could tell they had a plan, ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Oh, so close to paying off the tip. Really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Setting up the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
This is a designed run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of these plays, when I can be physical and really make him...
Touchdown, Army! They take the lead with the 6. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide.
Oh, look out. There he goes. The 30. Past the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Give to the running back. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they've dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense did a really good job stringing that one out.
You got to see the counter when you start to pull guys, understanding I'm going to spill that ball, make sure it bounces outside, out wide, doesn't come downhill. Great job by the defense understanding that and pursuing to the football.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Black Knights will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mays. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. On second down, he's looking downfield. A strike downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Finally pulled down, but not before, moving the chains for a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Black Knights are on the move. Leaves it with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive lanes.
Power football with the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play.
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Takes the easy completion. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man in the middle. And he was off to the races. Finally tipped up at the 36. And the Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Grab behind the line. It's Wood. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Mays. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the 22 on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third down tries. this one might be a little tougher. He's looking downfield to throw. They've got the screen set up. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulsa is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about all along Route 66 for some time. They're up 14 over Northern Illinois. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
A little release to the back. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. To the air on 1st down. Makes his connection. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Black Knights will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Black Knights! What a grab and go for the score. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. These corners backing off a bit. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
At the 29.
4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And they go back on top. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank.
He got it in! A walk-off touchdown in overtime! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.